And another thing, growing up in the 90s, we really had some amazing movies that taught us very complex concepts. And one of those films is one of my favorites, which is Harriet the Spy, starring the amazing Michelle Trachtenberg and Rosie O'Donnell. So Harriet is an inspiring writer. She writes about her friends, her community, and her nanny/best friend, who's played by Rosie O'Donnell, by the name of Golly. So later on in the film, that very same journal ends up in the hands of one of her adversaries, who decides to read her journal to the entire class. But now the very same things that we heard before sounds way different. It comes off as extremely mean-spirited. It sounds a bit judgmental, and a little bit classist, to be honest. When you read her observations out loud, it sounds like she's kind of mocking them in a tongue-in-cheek way. So now we advance in the story, and the entire class hates Harriet. They bully her, and they push her to the point where she's now deciding to retaliate. And when she retaliates, it gets dark fast. And after she does this, she learns that retaliation doesn't provide her any more solace. So when she tells Golly about everything that's happening, Golly tells her the truth, which was, yes, you were honest when you were writing, but sometimes you have to lie to the ones you love. It's not about what you say as a writer, it's how you say it. Golly is teaching Harriet about tact, which actually speaks to a bigger issue that I see we're dealing with today in society. Our First Amendment rights in media. Sure, freedom of speech is beautiful, but if not careful, your words can be weaponized and hurt unintended targets. So in the end, Harriet learns to tell the truth, but with just enough sauce that makes her words easier to digest. Now tell me what grown film in the past 20 years that has been able to eloquently articulate that very point. To me, this film has taught a lot of millennials about emotional intelligence and how to communicate at a higher level. So for those of you who have children, hopefully you one day get the chance to show them this film and the many other amazing gems that we grew up with that made a lot of us who we are today. So that's it for today. My name is Neville, and this is Make a Scene. Thanks for watching.